Okay. So, what is the major product formed by HI on reaction with this alkene? So, you see this one. The first is attacking of the H plus from the HI. Okay, that means H plus and I minus. It is electrophilic addition reaction. By attacking of the H plus on this carbon, we will get the secondary carbocation initially. So by the CH3 minus shifting, methyl shifting, here this is the methyl. Now the secondary carbocation rearranges to tertiary carbocation. So you know that tertiary carbocation more stable. So in electrophilic addition reaction, there is a uh, carbocation rearrangement in a reactions with hydrogen halides. So in these reactions, initially carbocation is formed by attacking of the H plus ion. Okay. Now here we can see some rearranged products in alcophilic addition reactions of alkenes with hydrogen halides. Okay, that's it. Now here the next year I minus attacking on this one. So this is the major product in this reaction. Okay, that means your answer is 3. For suppose this reaction with the HBr in absence of the peroxide, here also same product. Okay, that means you see here there is a bromine. Okay, for suppose you see this HBr in the presence of the peroxide. Here in the presence of peroxide, anti-Marconic of addition takes place. It follows a radical mechanism. In free radical addition reaction, there is no rearrangement actually. Here HBr in the absence of the peroxide, it is an ionic mechanism, nothing but electrophilic addition reaction. In this case, we can see rearrangement, but it is a free radical addition reaction. It involves a radical formation. In a free radical addition reaction, so we cannot see the rearranged products. So this is the product. Of course, in the presence of peroxide, that HBr addition follows a anti-Marconic of rule. Okay, that's it. So which of the following reagent is used for the following conversion? This is the propane and this is the propanaldehyde. Okay, so you know that if alcohol group is there, that can be converted to aldehyde or acid. Okay, so here in this case differently, that alkane is oxidized to the aldehyde. Okay, so options are the manganese acetate, copper at high temperature and pressure, molybdenum oxide, potassium permanganate. You can see that information in a first year NCRT textbook. Your methane on heating with copper actually that is converted to alcohol. Okay, that means here if it is a alkane RH that is converted to alcohol. Now here heating with molybdenum oxide in the presence of the O2 that is oxidized. So that means I am writing like this here RCH3. This RCH3 converted to RCHO. That means here in a CH4 that the CH4 is converted to formaldehyde. Okay, nothing but methanol. Okay, so here in this case with manganese acetate, this methyl group is converted to acid actually. This methyl group is converted to acid. So based on this reaction, okay, based on this reaction, the question is given CH3, CH2, here CH3, an oxidation with O2 in the presence of the molybdenum oxide M2O3, this CH3 group is converted to aldehyde group. Okay, that's it. First, suppose this one on reaction with manganese acetate. Okay, manganese acetate MnCH3COO twice. This methyl group is converted to acid group CH3CH2COOH. Okay, that means I have written this product acid from this reaction. Okay, so here in this case actually given copper at high temperature and pressure also. For suppose this compound heating with copper at a high temperature and pressure, that hydrogen is converted to acid. That means here in this case we can get the CH3, CH2, here CH2 hydrogen that is converted to OH. Propanol is the product. By heating with the manganese oxide, aldehyde is the product. By heating with manganese acetate, acid is the product. Okay, that's it. Now, so the answer is molybdenum oxide actually. Okay. Now here, what about the potassium permanganate? So with potassium permanganate only, isobutane, that means here only tertiary hydrogens are oxidized. Okay. That means here the tertiary hydrogen group is converted to OH. This example also given in NCERT textbook. Okay, 2-methyl propane, there are hydrogen. Okay, this hydrogen converted to OH group. Okay, that's it. So next here some more reactions are there. This is a N-alkane having 6 or more than 6 carbon atoms on reaction with chromium oxide, vanadium oxide and molybdenum oxide at a high temperature and pressure, that is converted into aromatic compound. It is nothing but aromatization reaction. Okay, that's it. Okay, so identify the A in a given chemical reaction. Actually, here in this case, the molybdenum oxide 773 Kelvin and 10 to 20 atmospheric pressure. That is nothing but aromatization reaction. Okay, that is given in a hydrocarbon chapter also. So here in this case, there are the 6 carbons. Actually, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these these first and 6 carbons are combined. So as a result, we get the aromatic product that is nothing but toluene. Pi bond here, pi bond, this pi bond. So answer is 4th. Okay, that's it. It's nothing but aromatization reaction. Okay. So here in this case, if a compound having only 5 carbons, this one on reaction with the molybdenum oxide along with O2, this terminal CH3 group is converted to aldehyde. Okay, this terminal CH3 group is converted to aldehyde. I have written this product based on this information. Okay, based on this information. For suppose if carbon having 6 or more than 6 carbons, those alkanes are converted to aromatic hydrocarbons. Okay, that's it. Next you see it is a HCl addition reaction. HCl addition reaction. So here with respect to OCH3 and NO2, here OCH3 is a weak minus I group and here the NO2 is a strong minus I group. So that strong minus I group decrease the, that means here because of the minus I effect here in this case actually carbocation at the adjacent of the OCH3 is slightly more stable. That means here OCH3, okay, here this is NO2. Okay, protonation takes place on this carbon. So as a result, this is the carbocation. Okay, for suppose if H plus attacks on other double bonded carbon, so here OCH3 and this is the NO2 here plus charge. That means here H plus attacks on this carbon. Okay, between these two slightly this carbocation more stable because here OCH3 is a weak minus I group. So generally by the minus I effect of the NO2 group, okay, this cation is more destabilized. Okay, so initially formed cation this one by attacking of the H plus and next here Cl minus attacking on this carbon. So the product is OCH3 and Cl. This one is the NO2. Now here on reaction sodium iodide in acetone is nothing but substitution reaction. In the place of Cl, iodine is placed. That means CH3, okay, OCH3. This one iodine and here remaining NO2 group C. Okay, so the product A is actually yes, this one. So answer is 4th one. So first year HCl addition, next year the Cl minus replaced by the I minus. Next you see this one. This is the vinylic halide. Okay, vinylic halide. This vinylic halide on heating with sodium amide, it is a strong base actually. It is a strong base. So that brings a dehydrohalogenation. So bromine from this carbon, hydrogen from this carbon. So as a result, we got propine. Okay, we got the propine. Now this propine on passing red hot iron tube at a high temperature, nearly 873 Kelvin, here we got the mistylene actually. So here, in case of the acetylene on passing through the red hot iron or copper tube, we got the benzene. Okay. For suppose if you take a propine, okay, if you take propine, so we got the mistylene. Okay, this is a mesitylene. Okay, mesitylene. Okay, so here the mesityle oxide is different. Okay, we have a one question also from the JEE main March session. Mesityle oxide is different. This is the mesityle oxide. It is a aldol condensation product of the acetone actually. That is a mesityle oxide. It is a mesitylene. Trimethyl benzene is a mestylene. So here mestylene also formed by passing acetone. That means by mixing acetone with concentrated H2SO4, here we got the that mesitylene also. Okay, that means here 3 moles of the acetone on reaction with the concentrated H2SO4, we got the mesitylene. Okay, so of course here they you know that very well known this reaction. The acetylene is passing through the red hot iron copper tube. So you'll get the cyclic trimerization. Benzene is the product. Okay, that's it. Yeah. So next here for the given reaction here we are to in the presence of UV light actually. So it is a radical substitution takes place. Okay, it is a radical substitution. Here radical substitution is most favorable on the side chain. So here in this case. Actually this benzyl radical more stable. Okay, this benzyl radical more stable than the just primary radical. Okay, see this one here. So that's why here H radical removed from the benzylic carbon, then it is attacked by the Br radical. So here in this case finally this Br radical attacks on the benzylic carbon. So the product is yeah, this one is the product. Okay, that's it. So actually here in a textbook given that it is Cn is nothing but NO2. Okay, that's it. Even in place of Cn there is NO2. So this benzylic carbon there, that means here this benzylic hydrogen replaced by the bromine. So next is see this one zinc HCl. It is a Clemmensen reduction actually. So in a Clemmensen reduction, the CO group is converted to CH2. Okay, the CO group is converted to CH2 and then passing chromium oxide at 773 Kelvin 10 to 20 atmospheric pressure, it is nothing but aromatization reaction. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here first and 6 carbons are combined and we got the benzene ring. But here on the 1 carbon, for suppose let us say third carbon. So here in this case there is a ethyl group. Okay. So he got the ethyl benzene as the product. Ethyl benzene as the product in this reaction. And next here, see this one. It is a dehydration reaction. Alcohols get dehydrated with heating with phosphoric acid or sulfuric acid. So here in this case, in a dehydration process, the first one is a carbocation formation. The first step is the carbocation formation. From the acid, H plus attacks on the water OH group, and here as a result we got the protonated alcohol. That means here that becomes a OH2 plus. Okay, this one eliminated, as a result we got the carbocation. Now here from the adjacent carbon here H plus is removed, so finally CH3, this is the pi bond. Okay, that is the major product in this reaction, in this dehydration reaction. Now here this alkyl halide on heating with the bulky base actually. So this bulky base is a strong base. So with bulky base actually here Hoffman product is formed. So what is the Hoffman product? Less substituted product is the Hoffman product. So here hydrogen, this is a Cl actually. So this bulky base potassium tertiary beta oxide, remove the hydrogen from the less hindered carbon. Okay, remove the hydrogen from the less indebted carbon. So that's why here the less substituted product, that is nothing but Hoffman product, is major. Okay, when using bulky base, Hoffman product is a major product. So here finally answer is 3. Okay, that's it. So by using bulky base, we can get the Hoffman product. That means here less substituted product. Less substituted product, nothing but the alkene which has a less number of alpha hydrogens. Here 2 alpha hydrogens and here 2 alpha hydrogens. For suppose this one on heating with the alcoholic KOH. Okay, so here the Sage product is major. Sage product is major. So the product is this one. That's it. In one more case is if leaving group is a fluorine, okay? If leaving group is the fluorine, even if you take alcoholic KOH, even if you take alcoholic KOH, here when there is a leaving group that is a fluorine, here also Hoffman product is a major product. Okay, there are the two cases mostly to get the Hoffman product when leaving group is fluorine and when you are using bulky base, you will get the Hoffman product. Now you see this one, this conversion is a substitution reaction. So actually this is the allylic carbon, this is the allylic carbon. So here allylic hydrogens are replaced by the Cl. So identify the reagent Ca and a condition yes for the reaction. So not HCl and anhydrous Cl3. So HCl and Cl is not suitable. It's nothing but low cost reagent for the alcohols distinguishing. And Cl2 UV light, here Cl2 dark. So actually here a dark condition, here substitution not possible. So here Cl2 UV light, it is nothing but free radical substitution reaction. Okay, so here we can use in this case Cl2 and HNu as a free radical substitution reaction, or allylic hydrogens are replaced by the chlorine. Okay, this one also done by using NBS also. Okay, first suppose this compound on reaction with the NBS, N-bromosuccinimide. Okay, in with the photolite, actually allylic substitution takes place. That means here it is a H replaced by the bromine, here H replaced by the bromine. Okay, that's it. An unsaturated hydrocarbon X on ozonolysis gives a A. Okay, the compound X on ozonolysis gives a A. A compound A, when warmed with ammonical silver nitrate, forms a bright silver mirror along the sides of the test tube, the unsaturated hydrocarbon. That means here the compound A giving a positive tolerance test. It means it is a aldehyde actually. Okay, it is a aldehyde. So which alkene actually? Which alkene produces aldehyde? So here in this case, this one on ozonolysis. Okay, in ozonolysis generally we are doing cut the double bond, paste the oxygen. So it is a ketone. Here ketone gives a negative result in a tolerance reaction. Okay. Now in this case, cut this double bond, paste the oxygen. This is the ketone, this is the ketone. These two compounds do not give the tolerance test. Okay. Now here in this case, yeah, you see this one on ozonolysis. When a compound A warmed with silver nitrate forms a bright silver mirror. Okay. So here see this alkane actually. Okay. This alkane on ozonolysis, here in this case, cut this one. Okay, in ozonolysis, alkane ozonolysis, formic acid is the product. Okay, formic acid, and here this terminal one also converted to acid group. That means here CH2, CH3. Okay, now here this one on ozonolysis, cut this double bond. CH3 and COOH, 2 moles of the acetic acid actually. Okay, so here in this case, actually formic acid gives a positive tolerance test. Okay, that means there is a presence of the aldehyde group. That's why among the carboxylic acids, only formic acid gives a positive result with the tolerance reagent. So the answer is so next. Yeah, which of the following is an aromatic compound? So here in this case 2 pi, here 2 pi, here negative charge 2 pi electrons. So here 6 pi electrons are there. Okay, so it is a non-aromatic compound. Throughout the ring, no conjugation. In this case, throughout the ring no conjugation, it is also non-aromatic compound. Here throughout there is a conjugation, but here in this conjugation only 4 pi electrons are involved. That's why it is a anti-aromatic compound. Okay, so final aromatic compound is A. Okay, so you know that aromatic compounds are more stable. Anti-aromatic compounds are very unstable at room temperature. Now here one more question. It is actually HBr. Okay, this one is the HBr in CCl4. So first here in this case, H plus attacking on the terminal carbon. As a result, we got the secondary carbocation. Secondary carbocation. Now here there is a methyl group. So this CH3 is migrated. As a result, we got the tertiary carbocation. We got tertiary carbocation by shifting of the CH3 minus. Now here in this case, this carbon carries a positive. It is a tertiary, more stable. So here in this case, it is secondary. Of course, here only 3 alpha hydrogens are there. So 3 hyperconjugate structures are possible for this one. But here, for this carbocation, here 1 hydrogen, here 2 hydrogens, here 2 hydrogens. So here in this case, 5 alpha hydrogens are there. So 5 hyperconjugate structures possible for this cation. So more stable. And next here, this is attacked by the Br minus also. Okay. So the finally the product is this one. Water. Yeah. Given below are two statements. 2-methyl-butane on oxidation with KMnO4 gives a 2-methyl-butane 2-ol. So actually here 2-methyl-butane. This one on oxidation with the KMnO4. Here 2-methyl-2-ol is the, that means here 2-methyl-butane 2-ol is the product. So N-alkanes can be easily oxidized to the corresponding alcohol with the KMnO4. Okay. Generally here with KMnO4, N-alkanes are not oxidized. Okay. So here alkanes having tertiary carbons are easily oxidized. We can see in the second question. Okay, just I brought the information here in this case. This isobutane actually. Okay, this isobutane, the tertiary hydrogen. Okay, this tertiary hydrogen can be converted to that OH group. Okay, so with KMnO4. So here similarly, the same reaction is applied in this question. Okay, that's it. So N-alkanes are not easily oxidized with KMnO4. So statement 1 is a correct one. Statement 2 is a incorrect statement. Okay, so statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. So answer is third one. Okay. So here in this case, having tertiary hydrogen, alkanes having tertiary hydrogen can be easily oxidized with the KMnO4. First, suppose it is a tertiary hydrogen. So here also that tertiary hydrogen can be converted into OH group. That's it. Next here, one more question. Choose the correct statement regarding the formation of carbocations A and B. So in this case, if a pi electrons are transferred to this carbon, if H plus attacks on this one, so here this is the carbocation. Okay, and one more possibility, if H plus attacks on this one, that means here pi electrons are transferred to this carbon, it carries a negative charge. If a H plus from the HBr attacks on this carbon, then the CH2 carbon carries a positive charge, this one. So between these two, carbocation here, the B is more stable because it is secondary and it is a primary unstable. Okay, so see the options. The carbocation B is more stable and formed relatively at faster rate. Okay, so yes, of course, here in this case, this carbocation is the more stable, so relatively it is formed at the faster rate. Okay, so you see the carbocation A is more stable and formed relatively at slow rate. Okay, so generally here this carbocation A is unstable because it is a primary carbocation, it is a secondary carbocation. Of it is stable, of course, it is stabilized by the 5 alpha hydrogens. Okay, so but for this one here only 2 alpha hydrogens are there, 2 hyperconjugate structures, it is stabilized by the 5 hyperconjugate structures. And next, carbocation B is more stable and formed a relatively slow rate. Okay, so generally more stable carbocations formed at faster rate. Okay, so carbocation A is more stable. Of course, here carbocation A is not more stable. Okay, so finally answer is 1. That's it. So those are the questions from the JEE Main 2021, which are placed in February and March.